What's going on, everybody? It's your boy, the Game Junkie, coming at you one more time with another episode of Guacamelee. This is episode 9 in the series, so I hope you guys can sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Here we go. Alright, so we just got bestowed upon us the power to actually switch between worlds, which is actually pretty cool. When we last left our hero, he was still deep down in the caverns, trying to find his way up to the temple so that he could stop whatever diabolical plan Flamehead and Calica have in store. So we have made our way up to the city level now, and we are continuing on our journey trying to save the president's daughter. I know that it's kind of heartless to plug your own videos inside your video, but if you guys haven't gotten a chance yet, go ahead and make sure you guys look in my videos down below and check out my Entwined series that I just started up with my alter ego, Millie Battison. I personally think that they're very funny. Got a lot of positive results and feedback from them. So go ahead and check them out and let me know what you think in the comments down below. Should I have Millie join me in the Guacamelee adventures, or do you think I should continue on with this totally straight way of doing it? Or do you think possibly another character that I haven't come up with yet should go ahead and join us on our journey? Let me know down in the comments down below, and make sure to like this video if you want to see more of it. So we just reached the Forest del Chivo. I love how they always end up naming things after different types of food. Because I remember we had, what was it, Pico de Gallo, and now we have Forest del Chivo, so Forest of the Chives. I guess they're trying to get us to, what is it, keep calm and chive on or whatever. Alright, so we just got another stamina piece, which is really nice, because we could always use more power hits. That's a given, especially now that our enemies have these force fields around them at all times. It would definitely be nice to pull a couple tricks out of the bag to make it to where, you know, it's easier to get rid of their shields. Alright, so heading down deeper into the forest in our chicken suit. Alrighty, so we're of course trying to make our way out to the Tule Tree, and it still seems quite a ways away, but I know that eventually we will get there. Now we gotta be mindful of these pokies, because otherwise they will silently and quickly take you out of the fight, which is not good. I've always had troubles with levels that include these spiky things. One, because I underestimate how high I can actually jump, and two, because for some reason doing my protected rolls is always a challenge for me. Alright, so now we are going to be our little chicken self, trying to make our way through. And we finally arrived to the Tule Tree. Tule or Tule? I wonder which one it really is. You guys let me know in the comments down below which way you think it's pronounced. Do you think it's pronounced Tule or Tule? Alright, so we are actually inside the tree, and we got to make our way all the way up to the top. And looks like there's a lot of timing involved in this, which means this is going to be one hell of a challenge. Because not only do we have timing elements in this level, but turns out we also have enemies. And not just enemies, our lovely boomerang bone throwing thugs. Yay us, right? How lucky are we? But that's okay, we'll take care of them with a quickness and continue on our way. You know, when I first started playing this game, I wasn't really all that sure if I was gonna like it. but with the progression of difficulty and the ability to switch between worlds to manipulate the level how you see fit in order to complete the level is actually a really cool concept. And I'm definitely hoping that some of the bigger developers, some of the AAA title developers take notes, you know? I mean, it's been a long time since I've seen, you know, a really good platformer, and I'm not saying this is a great platformer, but it's still pretty damn good. You know, it's better than some of the stuff that's been coming out lately. I think it's the only other platformer for this generation that I've really seen that I've really liked, believe it or not, has been Knack. I actually, even though I'm a full-grown man, I fully enjoyed that game. But I think that was more of a fact that it was my first game for this generation. It's the one that I got with my PS4, and also the fact that it was easy enough to where you could have fun and not really worry about dying too much, but still difficult enough to where it gave you some kind of a challenge to where you didn't feel like you were playing, you know, I don't know, some kind of leapfrog game. So it was actually very cool. I'm definitely not a big fan of these purple spike plants. I know we've definitely faced them before, but they still get to me because I always forget to belly flop on them to kill them. Alright, so now that we've taken care of the plants, let's go ahead and collect our piñata, collect our silver, collect our gold, and let's try to make our way up the tree even farther. What do you guys think? Do you guys agree with me? Do you guys think that this is one of the better platformers, even though it doesn't come from a AAA developer? I mean, do you think it is up there with Knack or whatever other platforms you guys may have played that you think in recent times have been pretty good? Because I've actually been a little disappointed with a lot of the games that have come out lately. And I know that as a commentator I shouldn't say that, yada yada, you know, but I mean, it's the honest truth. A lot of these games really haven't been up to par for me. Alright, so continuing up the tree, more of the red spikies that of course are like my demise. This part right here with the floating platforms that you have to switch between worlds to get across was one of the hardest, most difficult things I've faced in this game so far. I edited out a lot of mistakes, but it really took me probably a good 5 minutes to actually get the timing right to where it would actually work. It was definitely not the easiest of things. Alright. Collecting our loot, and then let's turn ourselves back into a chicken so we can continue on through this level. Alright, so now we've been introduced into a new enemy. These guys are like living bombs that have a timer on them, and if you don't destruct them before the timer goes off, they definitely do some damage to you. I want to say they take about 20% of your life away. It's definitely challenging, especially in a little bit when you see they give you like, I want to say it's like 6 at one time. It was definitely pretty ridiculous, and I have to say, like, these are one of the more challenging enemies whenever you get multiples. Especially when you get multiples with different shields, because you gotta use your brain more than you used to in this game. Because usually in this game you're not having to use your brain too much, but now you got a timer. Plus you got to remember exactly what type of move to use to break their shield. It's definitely a little more challenging than one would think. All right, so continuing on through the tree. We're almost there. And looks like we're gonna meet up with our goat Yoda yet again. What's he got for us this time? So he's pissed off at us because the statue that we just broke, I guess he brought it up here by himself, which is pretty funny because he's just a goat. But luckily he's still nice enough to give us a skill. He gave us double jump, which is gonna come in pretty handy throughout the rest of the game, because you'll see in a little bit the walls become a lot wider, and you definitely need the double jump in order to wall grasp one wall to the other. So it definitely we definitely couldn't continue on without it, so definitely a valuable skill to have. And now that we got the double jump, this definitely feels a lot more natural in the way you play, because most games, they do come with a double jump already. It's not something you have to earn later on in the game. Well, that was kind of sloppy. Alright. So continuing our way up the tree. Alright, so it looks like either way we go, we're gonna have to deal with thorns.
So it looks like we're gonna have to pick the lesser of two evils here, and just try to time our jumps accordingly in order to get up there. Alright, so we've made our way up. And okay, well that's just one guy. That's not too bad. Oh god. So now we got all these guys. And they're all gonna blow up on me. Great. Let us take care of these little ghost face killers. Little skeleton face guys. You know, you would think that after facing all these new enemies that it wouldn't be nearly as hard to face these guys, but they do bring on a little bit of a challenge whenever having to deal with them. And of course, here come my favorite guys, the bomb heads. You know, I can definitely tell how if you are not paying attention, like I'm not right now, to what special move you need to do in order to get rid of their shield, they could definitely pile up and become a big problem, especially right before the armadillo guys show up. Which, for me, for some reason, they're always a huge problem. I think it's just because my biggest weakness in this game is not being able to do the safety roll. You know what I mean? Alright, so let's take care of all these bomb head guys as quickly as possible. So that way they don't totally kill us. That would be nice. Alright, there's my pinata. So, go ahead and give me my silver and give me my gold so we can go on our way. Alright, so we still need to find our way up, and it looks like to the right a little bit in order to get where we need to go. So jumping along, and obviously that's definitely not the way to go about getting up there. You definitely don't want to end up landing on the sharp end of the stick. That's just not a good idea. There we go. All right. Changing between worlds so we can get our booty up. And I believe we are almost there. All right. Timing is key. Well, this is good. Got a whole bunch of platforms that are a really good distance away. And our bat friends all here to greet us. This is gonna be beautiful. So just so you guys know, I have a feeling that this is gonna get really sloppy really quick. But I will do my best to keep the pace going. Alright, so heading back over to the left, we should be towards the top of the tree, which makes me very happy because that means we are almost to where we need to be. Alright, so only a couple more enemies left, and then we will be there. Alright, so it looks like just right up here is where we want to be. And it looks like another statue for us to beat up on. I'm sure that'll make our our goat Yoda friend very, very happy. Oh, great. So we get nothing on this turn. And with that joke being played on us, I think that's going to do it for us today, ladies and gentlemen. Be sure to like, subscribe, and comment below. Be sure to follow me on Facebook and Twitter. And as always, until next time, y'all come back now, you hear?